everyone, this is Paula from Plant Sumo, and a couple of days ago I did the unthinkable because I made a huge order from our competition. So what I will be doing today is I will be unboxing and I will be reviewing the Allplants delivery package. Okay, so my package from Allplants just arrived. I haven't managed to film them actually dropping it off because they didn't even ring the doorbell. I just got a notification on my phone. The box looks actually pretty nice. I really like the design. And let me cover my address. But it says that they have responsible delivery CO2 neutral. So they're trying to be very environmentally friendly, which I can very much so appreciate. So let me unbox this and let's see what's inside. Okay, let's open it and see what goodies lie inside. This doesn't seem like very sturdy packaging. I'm surprised it survived the delivery in one piece. Okay, the carton already broke. Okay, so they have a little menu on the inside, I believe. Which has my name, food size, type, everything on it. And then I think, oh, I don't actually know. Oh yeah, these are the different types of foods that I could have gotten, and I have a number next to this aubergine dish that I got. So I have one here, one here, one here, one here. I only ordered one of some of those, so there's never gonna be a two. Then I got this, which with this paper I could send back the carton, I believe, so that it wouldn't go to waste and it could be recycled. And what is this? Oh, okay. They're encouraging me to post it on Instagram and maybe be reposted on theirs. That's very nice of them. Very sturdy paper as well. Okay. Oh, what does it say here? Thank you for being part of our little movement. We hope you love every meal. I hope so too. It's our mission to help people and planet thrive. That starts with you. Eating plants is the most impactful way to reduce your environmental footprint, and with only 1/4 of us enjoying our 5-a-day boost, we're here to make it easy to try. So tell your friends, invite your family, and share your experiences. Will always make room at our table. That sounds very inviting, very nice of them. Oh, you have specific instructions here on reusing this for recycling and what can and cannot be recycled, I believe. And they're advertising how healthy their meals are. Very nice animations, I really like this style. Okay, so this is clearly not the food, but that's probably what's keeping it cold. Oh, so I ordered the 6 meals and then I ordered a little extra dessert for one day for an extra £4, I believe. I don't think it was even £4, it could have been like 3 something. But it comes in a glass box and it's in perfect condition. I'm very positively surprised that it survived everything. And here we have the meals. Oh, they're super cold. My hands are actually cold touching them. Handle with care. The box contains dry ice. Okay, that's why it's so cold, because it's dry ice. I think they have to be recycled in a very specific way. So I'm glad that they provide instructions on this right on the box. And here are the meals. Oh, the design on it is super pretty. I really like it. This is a pad thai because I love Thai foods. I'm very excited to try it. And actually I can tell that they don't use as much of this as they used to. I used to order another American meal delivery service and they would package the box full of this. To the point where today I asked my roommate to actually help me with all of the boxes because I thought it would be huge and I wouldn't be able to carry it because the boxes I used to order were so heavy. But this one is actually so light that I handle it myself, and I'm not very strong, I promise. So I'm very positively surprised with this. Let's look at what else do we have here. We have a teriyaki udon. a different design but in the same style. Very pretty. I don't see any instructions on these. There's like a little description of the meal, which I really appreciate. I mean, I know what these are, but it's still nice. Then the koli tikka masala, again with the description. Oh, this is a new recipe, they're telling me. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna choose one of these and look for the instructions. There's a roasted veggie lasagna as well. And the last one is the aubergine and split pea stew. So as we can tell, this is kind of coming out of the box on this side already. But it's still in very good condition. They're all super cold because they're frozen to be put not in the freezer, but not in the fridge, but in the freezer. Okay, so when I turn it over, there's specific instructions here. They thank me again. And then there's a microwave. I don't actually have a microwave at my house. I will be using the oven. 40 to 45 minutes though, that's a very long time. And 30 minutes in the microwave, really? Well, I guess if it's frozen, that makes sense. Okay, they provide specific instructions on when to do what, so I really appreciate it. They have additional information on the spice, on the protein source, that is higher in iron, handmade. 3 of your 5 a day, that's super impressive. I could eat like 2 of these meals and I would be, you know, overbalanced. They provide allergen information, which is good. I'm not allergic to anything, but I still appreciate it. And very specific ingredients. Here, oh, and the energy value, that's very nice. For people who are dieting, it's very useful to be able to calculate all these. And also the time might be because I ordered like a double portion. So I can use it for both lunch and dinner, and to be honest, it's huge. My hand for comparison. So yeah, it's definitely quite big. Let me see if the others cook for such a long time as well. Here we have, oh, these are different. Okay, let me see. This one is quite dirty, and not because of my kitchen, I promise. Oh, because this can only be cooked in an oven, but it's also 40 to 45 minutes again, so not very quick for people who are on the run, which is usually me, so I don't like that. Let's see this one. 40 to 45. Okay, so I think all of them are gonna be the same, but I'm gonna check just in case to see if there are any like quicker options. Okay, this one is 35 to 40, which is, I guess, quicker, but not significantly. 37 to 42. So they're all basically the same time. And here, oh, here you can do it in a frying pan. I didn't know they offered this option. On their website it didn't say anything about a frying pan. It just said either microwave or oven. So that's surprising. And 5 minutes. So I guess that's the quick one. But nothing before told me that this pad thai is going to be a quick one, or that I would have to make it on a pan instead of an oven. So that's, I think like they should have let me know before, because what if I don't have a pan? Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm super excited to try it. I will be making one of these soon. Well, I'm not going to be making this is already made. And there's nothing else left in the box. There's just more of this fabric. Which I think can be sent alongside with the carton, and then once you disassemble this, I know it has to stand for a bit, if I remember correctly. Let's see. We can reuse or recycle, so we can return this carton inside your box, that it can be returned to recycle, leave overnight. Oh yeah, that's what I remember. Before handling to ensure all dry ice has disappeared. Place out of reach of children. Okay, that's important. Apparently it's very dangerous and I'm just tossing it around left and right. Separate the plastic from the cardboard container before placing both in the local recycling. Okay. For a person who's not very technically skilled, it sounds kind of scary that I'm gonna hurt myself with this. But I'm gonna try to disassemble this tomorrow and see how that goes. For now, I'm just gonna put it back in the box with everything else, just so it can stand overnight. And we'll see how it's looking then. What I didn't realize before is that this little dessert has cooking options as well. I can either eat it cold or eat it hot. But what I am noticing is there's no storage instructions. Oh no, sorry, there are. Stir frozen and eat before the best before date or the frost following instructions above. So I still would have to defrost it. And to eat it cold, I would have to leave it overnight in the fridge for 12 hours. So I need to plan 12 hours before if I want to eat it, or heat it up in a microwave, which I, as I mentioned before, do not have. I feel like they should have mentioned it before when I was ordering instead of now, but I still appreciate it. Okay, so it is getting quite late in the UK. It is now 6:23 p.m. So it's definitely dinner time. I haven't had a proper meal today. I had a sandwich for breakfast and I kind of skipped lunch because I was busy. So I'm at this point very, very hungry, and I am gonna be eating my first Allplants meal. I'm very excited and I hope it's good. So let's start preparing it. I'm opening my freezer. And let's see what we have here. Kala tikka masala. Perhaps I could go for it. Let me see what else I have. Let me be picky today. To be honest, I'm not feeling that well today, and a meal like this definitely kind of reminds me of home, so I'm gonna be trying the aubergine and split pea stew. Okay, so as I said, this is the first meal that I'm trying from Allplants. It's the aubergine and split pea stew, which they describe as a creamy split pea stew with soft spiced aubergine, smoky toasted coconut flakes, and roasted tender stem broccoli, which is everything that I love in a meal. So I'm gonna take out the outer packaging. Oh, it actually looks very nice, although very frozen. It's a huge, huge portion. So I'm definitely gonna be eating it in 2 parts. So I'm just gonna heat it all up. I'm gonna probably eat half and put the other half in the fridge. I don't know how I'm gonna warm up the second part just yet. Okay, so I am reading the instructions for the preparation, and it says 13 minutes in microwave, but I do not have a microwave in my flat. So I'm going to be putting it in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes, which is quite a long time. I'm quite hungry. I think this is my biggest disappointment when it comes to Allplants, is that they didn't mention that the meals actually take this long to heat up. Which is fine, I understand the reasoning behind it, but I wish they would have told me when I was ordering it. So what I need to do is preheat the oven for 10 minutes to 220 or 200 Celsius, I believe. And then you have fan and cast mark information, which I do not really understand. But that's okay, we'll figure it out as we go. Then I remove the sleeve, which I already did, and pierce the film. Okay, that makes sense. And then cook for 40 to 45 minutes until piping hot. Not sure how I would know that when it's in the oven. And remove the film and stir before eating. Okay, so let's try to figure out my oven. Just as a warning, I am not a very skilled cook. And this is actually the first time that I'm going to be using my oven since moving into this flat. Because I have moved recently, so I'm going to try to figure out my oven, put it to 200 or 220 degrees. It's not completely clear to me which one it is, but we're going to try and figure it out. Okay, so I have the packaging in front of me, I have my oven in front of me. It seems pretty straightforward. I have 200 degrees here, so, and 250 degrees here, so 220 degrees would be somewhere here. I'm just not sure if it's supposed to be 200 or 220 because it says both of those here. They mentioned a fan or gas mark, but I'm not sure what that relates to. I'm not used to British ovens. I wish they could have explained a little bit more. These are the options for the other thing that I can change on my oven. Oh, I'm not sure at all. Okay, they say it should have a fan. So there is this little sign here that looks like a fan, doesn't it? But then there's also this sign, it also looks like a fan. So I'm not sure. Well, this looks a little bit like a fan as well. Okay, I'm gonna be putting this packaging right in the middle
So I think I'm gonna go with this fan and then see what happens, and hopefully I don't burn the house or the food down, because I would be quite upset if that happened. And we're gonna put it here for, let's try 200 degrees. I think it's rather a bit too cold than actually burned. So let's try this. I feel kind of stupid doing this, but okay, this looks like a solid. Okay, let me bring it back to 200. Uh, okay, and then here, let me choose the. Oh, okay. What's the difference between this and this? May I try? Okay, so it's different types of ventilation, but I'm not sure what the difference between them is. Okay, I still do not know, if I'm being honest. So we're gonna try the first one. That seems like a wise choice. Here we have the 200, and now we have to wait for 10 minutes before putting our food in. While the oven is heating up, I will try to pierce the film. I think that's how you do it. That's how I've done it before, but I'm kind of scared it's gonna fall apart. Okay, let's try. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it kind of worked. Okay, I'm proud of myself. Is that enough? How much am I supposed to pierce it? Well, it doesn't say really, so let me do a couple more. Well, there are some holes in it for sure, so I think that's gonna ensure that my food doesn't completely burn to a crisp. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. So let's put it in the oven now. I recently even bought proper oven mittens, which I think are quite cute. I feel like I'm wearing little Muppets on my head when I do this. So it will really come in handy for putting it in. Always be careful while you're doing this. I don't want anybody to get hurt, especially taking my advice. Okay, I don't know why, but for some reason, this doesn't really feel like the type of packaging I should be putting in the oven. It feels like a paper and plastic mix. I'm sure it's not if they're telling me to put it in the oven, but I'm still kind of worried, so I think I'm not gonna leave it for 40 to 45 minutes on its own. I think I'm gonna be sitting in the kitchen and monitoring to ensure that I am not in fact burning down my entire house. Okay, it's been 10 minutes and I put my gloves on, my mittens on. I have my meal here that I can barely grab with them, which is a good start. I hope the oven is hot and that I don't destroy anything. Let's go. Oh, it's definitely hot. Okay, and now we're waiting for 40 to 45 minutes, which is a while. So let's go! Oh my god, I can see that the film has already started peeling while in the oven, and now I'm very worried for it. Did I not pierce it enough? Like, what's the issue? Should I take it out and take it off? I'm scared. I'm very scared. Oh no, can you see that? It's peeling off. Why is it peeling off? Is it gonna catch fire? Oh, that's not a good sign. I think I should take it out just in case, because this isn't looking too good. I think I should have pierced it more, but it didn't say how much I was supposed to pierce it. Oh god. Okay, I'll be monitoring it closely. And if I see any sign of trouble, I'm turning the oven off and taking it out. Okay, the good news is that we're halfway done with the cooking, I believe. And I don't know if you can see, but I can definitely see that, first of all, my house is still standing. And second of all, it's definitely heating up. Like, I see some bubbles in the sauce. So I'm getting super hungry and super excited, and it smells amazing, absolutely incredible. Hello again.
40 minutes have passed, as signified by this very alarm. So I am turning it off, and I will be taking out the food. And it looks good, but honestly, I think it might not be hot enough. I think I would expect a little bit more action going on, but we'll see. Okay, let me turn off the oven. I think that's reasonable. And then put on my oven mittens, which apparently I don't know how to use. Okay, ready? I'm wearing glasses and they keep getting... how am I supposed to take this? Oh wow. Okay, let me take out the whole thing and put it here. This is how it's looking now, which is not saying very much. This is probably around 400 degrees. Oh, sorry. Okay, it looks burned. Did it burn because this thing didn't work? Oh no, did the food really get burned? That's horrible. Let's try it. Okay, so basically because the plastic came off for a reason that's unknown to me thus far, I followed the instructions. The food here is burned. I'm gonna take out the burnt pieces and I'm gonna stir and everything else, and I hope it still tastes good, but this is very, very, very disappointing because like I think I followed the instructions quite thoroughly, so I think they should have put some more instructions about this, huh? Okay, I took out the burnt pieces and it's basically just the coconut pieces and the rest of it is fine. So, and not all the coconut pieces got burned, so it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But still, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be burned like this. I don't know, they didn't tell me. They told me to stir it. Okay, to be honest, when I'm looking at it now, the portion doesn't seem to be as big as I thought it would be. I might be able to eat this in one sitting. And I'm not that big of an eater, in case anybody's wondering. Okay, this honestly looks so tasty. I think I might just be very hungry, but it looks good. The coconut is not gonna deter me from consuming this in its entirety. Let's put this on a nicer plate, perhaps. Okay, so overall the food is looking brilliant and I can't wait to try it. I'm gonna sit down and eat properly. So this is gonna be me taking my first bite of this food. It looked pretty hot, so I think I underestimated it when it was still in the oven. First bite. It smells amazing. I don't know what the spice is, but it's very good. I was afraid I was gonna ruin the whole dish, but apparently not. So maybe it was supposed to burn a little. Overall, the chickpeas, the broccoli, and the aubergine taste amazing, and I would definitely recommend this meal. I would recommend this meal specifically, and Allplants, to all the people who would like to try vegan lifestyle. However, I think there are definitely issues that they could fix. And who knows, maybe Plant Sumo will be able to help. We're definitely choosing a plant-based diet to be recommending. It will be all vegan meals, and we are going to be sure to put very specific instructions on the packaging and make the meals as easy as possible to make. The meal was clearly so hot I had to take off my sweater, but I still have so much food left. The portions are definitely big enough for 2 people. In my opinion, and it was very good. I do wish it had a bit more different spices and maybe more creaminess, but overall the meal was amazing. Okay, so you guys might be wondering what's the final verdict for Allplants, and I must admit their food is good, but they also do still have issues that they could work on. And what if I told you? You don't have to wait for them to resolve the issues, because that's what we're offering here at Plant Sumo. We are a new meal prep delivery company that's delivering prepped meals that are fully vegan, plant-based, very nutritious, and created by our fantastic, absolutely fantastic chef. We take care of the smaller issues as well. We see the bigger picture, and good food comes first, always. But we also really take care of the packaging. We are very specific about our heating instructions, and we know what we're doing. So maybe, just maybe, if you like Allplants but you see the issues that I personally saw, give us a try, and who knows, maybe we will be your next beloved food delivery company.